So we're talking about short and long-term adaptation. And yes, I'm in the kitchen today. Yes, I'm drinking caffeinated coffee today. For those of you that watched me get off caffeine, I'm actually getting back on it at certain times. I'll tell you why later. But let's talk about short versus long-term adaptation really quick. Short-term adaptation is your body's immediate response to overcome a stressor. Think about it like this. You go for a run. Your heart rate increases, your body temperature increases, your contractile force increases. You actually increase that through reactive oxygen species. Not gonna talk about that, but that's kind of a cool topic too. So many things happen, right? A lot of these beneficial hormonal responses occur, and it's all designed to help you overcome that stressor. And that's the general adaptive response. It opens up these energy reserves and allows you to use these energy to overcome certain obstacles that are metabolic in nature. So I gotta run really far, I gotta run away from a lion, I gotta lift weights, I gotta do whatever. I have to overcome that, to liberate energy and get past it. The second aspect is the long-term response or adaptive response is the specific response. So if I lift my legs every day, my legs are gonna get stronger. And now that response has a different time frame. Think about it like this. How long does it take to build strength in your legs? How long does it take to recover, rebuild, repair some of those muscle proteins relative to how long it takes for your heart rate to come back down after a hard training session, for your core temperature to return and lower, for your blood pressure to lower. So there's two types of adaptation going on. There's the acute one, the body adapts, and that's transient. It's not sustained for a long period of time. It merely just happens so you can overcome it. Then there's a long-term adaptation, typically specific in the muscles that are worked. So the long-term are what we see, those gains, jumping higher, all that fun stuff, especially over repeated bouts and efforts. They're needed, obviously, to have that signal be constantly there. And the short-term is what we immediately feel, that rise in heart rate. And that's a really interesting concept too, because it opens up the connection between general adaptation syndrome, the acute response we get, and the specific stuff. Because the better we are with our specific stuff, the stronger you are, the less of a general response, an acute adaptive response you actually have. And even so, you can actually get better at your acute response. You don't have to have an excessive dumping of epinephrine, norepinephrine, and cortisol. You actually get better at allocating specific amounts. But your body's smart and it actually wants to give out more than necessary at the beginning because it doesn't understand the encounter. Your brain actually perceives the encounter, learns that encounter, recognizes what kind of stressor it needs. Very interesting stuff. I'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoy it. I just wanted to share it as I'm drinking my decaf coffee. Might not sound like it because I'm hyped up, but whatever. Who cares? Have a good one. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate y'all and take care.